So, children, last week, Wednesday, I had the chance to have Mass with all of your teachers. And we had the chance to speak together, to spend a little bit of time together, not just in learning, if you will, but time together. It's so very important that we look at our education as not just learning things. If education were just learning things, you could simply read a book, you could simply watch a video. But we know that education is more than just knowing a little bit more math, a little bit more science, being a little bit healthier and everything else. Rather, education is about your whole person, that all of you are unique and special, that all of you come from different families, different neighborhoods, different backgrounds. All of you are so very different. But not only do you have to improve yourself, how you are as a brother or sister, older brother, older sister, a son or a daughter, so on and so forth, but also how it is that you interact with other people who come from different families and different places. That's an education too. We have you together at a school to learn how to act with one another, how to appreciate one another, how to love one another, how to be generous with one another, because our faith asks us to be generous to God and to others in love. Our education is about that. I talked with our teachers most of all about our new mission statement. Now, for many of you, a mission statement doesn't mean a lot of things because it's what adults talk about. But the short version of what a mission statement is, a mission statement for a church, a school, a neighborhood, is this is what we want to be. We set a goal for ourselves. We set a high expectation for ourselves. And we do so because we know that while we may have a lot of good things that we are now, we know that every day we can grow and be a little bit better. And so our mission statement I talk with our teachers about talks about how we have goals for ourselves, high expectations for ourselves. And I really do truly believe 100,000% that for all of you, if my expectations for you were very low, not only does it mean that I don't respect you, it means that I don't care about you. So my expectations for you are very high because as your spiritual father, as your pastor, as your priest, I care about you. I want you to be the best young men and women that you could possibly be in this world. That's my mission, what I've dedicated my entire life and blood to as a priest. So our expectations for you are big in the long term, from kindergarten and first grade all the way through 8th grade and beyond. But the little steps in between are important too. You can't change in a second. You can't change in a day, and some people can't even change in a year or 2 years completely into a different person. But you can grow little and little every day. Those of you who are in 2nd grade know that you know more than when you were in 1st grade. And those of you in 8th grade know that you know so much more than when you were in 7th or 5th or 3rd or 1st grade as well. You have grown. You've seen yourself grow. But the type of growth I'm asking for is not knowledge. The type of growth I'm asking for is growth in your faith. If you can learn math and grow in your knowledge of math and chemistry and biology and nature and all other things, isn't it also true that you can grow in your faith as well? Part of faith, part of your education is this Mass right here. This is part of your education to grow spiritually, to grow closer to God. How do you appreciate God? How do you listen to God's voice? Are you distracted? Are you messing with your friends? Are you doing something without giving something to God? Remember that this Mass is not just for me to stand up here and make you feel good. The purpose of the Mass, The purpose of what we do here is to give something to God. And I want you to ask yourselves, what are you giving to God right now? Are you giving just a little, barely anything, nothing at all? Or are you giving 50% or 100% or perhaps even more? Because in reality, we always have something more from our heart to give. Part of this Mass is to train our minds, our hearts, our souls to give, not to receive. As little children, you're given everything. You're given food, you're given clothes, you're given education. But as you get older and older, it's not right for you just to take from other people. It's not right. As you get older, we want to see you become more responsible, stronger, better, more loving. And becoming stronger, better, and more loving means that you are able to give to other people from your heart. What are you giving to God today? The purpose of our school Mass is to help teach you what it means to give. When no one else is watching, no one else is checking, no one's going to come around your seats and say, you're not giving enough. It's impossible. It's all in your heart. What are you giving? Are you giving your time, your attention, most importantly, in faith, your love to other people and to God? God is the one who inspires us by his love. He's giving his love to all of us right now. The ability to be together, to pray together, to grow together. God is giving us that opportunity. This precious moment of life that we all have is ours and only ours. No one else in the world has a life like ours. Each of us unique and individual. And so God asks each of us, he gives us the responsibility. I've given you everything, 100% and even more. What will you give in return? I talk with our teachers about seeing themselves as leading you in this effort, about me doing my best to lead you in this effort, your parents, even more importantly, leading you in this effort. Our mission statement says that we are proud to give you a good Catholic education. And that means that your teachers, me, and your parents must be proud to give you this education and work our hardest to give you the best. And we need you to support us, just like you need us to support you. We don't do it alone. We do it together. So I'm so happy that you all are back here in school, that you're able to see your friends, that you're able to play outside. And we're doing a lot of work to make this school better and better so that we give you the best opportunity to become good young men and women in this world. Let us offer our prayer today that we grow in love of one another and of God, and that we build the kingdom of God together. Let us set that goal for ourselves. It may seem big and impossible right now, but if we work at it every day, we'll see it come true.